can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. This what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. This what you're waiting for. Waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting, 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 waiting for. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. It's what you're waiting for.
Slow down, what you running for? You can run but you can't hide. Cause I'm knocking on your door, and you know that I'm coming inside. Lay down while we count to 10. You know that's how this will end. Slow down, what you running for? This is the main event. This is the main event. This is the main event. Lay down while we count to 10. This is the main event. Lay down while we count to 10. This is the main event. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Slow down what you waiting for. Slow down what you waiting for. This is the main event. This is the main event. This is the main event. Lay down while we count to 10. This is the main event. Lay down while we count to 10. This is the main event. This is the main event. This is the main event. Lay down while we count to 10.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Wednesday Night Saloons Championship of the World. Hopefully you're all doing well. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We are about to witness history. Wednesday Night Saloons proudly presents, I think it's the second running of the Championship of the World, the World Final, the fight for the Gold Roof. The drivers have done all their qualification. We've only got a few spots left available at the back of the grid, which will be decided in the last chance qualifier. I believe it's the top 3 that will make it through to the big race. Top 3 in the last chance qualifier, which will start at 10 PM, so in about 25 minutes time we will get things underway. But we've got some pre-meeting build-up to do before then. We got a load of drivers booked in. I think we got well over 30, which is pretty good considering it's summer in the UK and a lot of people are on their summer holidays and stuff like that. Very good numbers indeed. So, Saloon Stock Car World Final. Last year we had a driver come in very late into the season and he started winning everything. at the back half of last season. Nathan Cartledge in 881. He won the World Final last year. He's not done any meetings this year in WNS though, so this will be his first meeting of the season, which I'm curious to see how he gets on. Is he rusty? We'll have to wait and see, because it's been a while since he's driven these cars. But he is a star in the national banger scene in other leagues, so I'm sure he'll be just fine. It's going to be very intriguing to see. Welcome everybody in. 12 of you in the stream already. Goodness me, fantastic stuff. Hopefully audio is alright. Thank you all for joining. We got some build up to do before we get underway. We want to do a bit of audio testing as well before we get things underway as well. We'll hop in a server very shortly, do some audio testing, maybe even run a couple laps as well, just to see if I can compare to anybody, even though I won't be racing tonight. So, the grid. So, let's run you through the grid real quick. Let's turn that off. We're going to run you through the grid, so it's a bit difficult to see, I know. The graphic isn't very good. I took this from the Wednesday Night Saloon's Discord. So this is your grid. So, this is all in order of, I believe it's the world ranking points, if I remember correctly. So, we have got Nick Smith in 573 on pole position. He is several hundred points ahead of everyone else in the national points, and is set to win the Silver Roof in the coming weeks, but he's still got some stuff to do before then. Nick Smith on pole position in the World Final. It is a miracle. It is insane how this guy has not won a title yet, let alone a Gold Roof. Yeah, he's going to be a dark horse for sure there. Very, very quick, consistent. That's why he's at the top of the points, there for a reason. But the guy alongside him is arguably one of the best drivers in these cars. Billy Hopkin in number 15. He has won, since the debut of the league at the start of last year, he has won 6 major titles, which is miles ahead of anyone else. The man is an animal, he cannot be stopped, but he's been unlucky in some races this year. We'll see how he gets on this one. Billy Hopkin in the number 15. He is your current national points English. And, hang on, I need to double check. I have got notes, I've just need to double check because he's got so many. He is your current national points Dutch champion and English champion. So, Billy Hopkin, he's one to watch out for. He's not won a title in a little while. He's been a bit unlucky, especially in that European. But he's certainly one to watch out for. And on the front row, he's going to really fancy his chances, that's for sure. So, drive the next people in line. 2 people who have made their debut this season, I believe. Their first seasons, and they have come alight. They have been absolutely unbelievable. And that is 402 Cameron Sayers and 495 Aaron Hampstead. Sayers, the son of the guy at the back of the grid, who is 981 Richard Sayers on row 6. He's the son of Richard. Cameron is on the second row inside. He will fancy his chances from there. He can be the first man to put the bumper in on the race leaders. But Aaron Hampstead alongside. These 2 people have been absolutely phenomenal this season. They grew, they matured into the season, they were learning about the cars, and now they are full-blown superstars that really have a good chance at winning this, and they are going to be ones to watch out for from that second row. It's a bit like the Saloon World Final in real life at Kings Lynn. That second row is looking dangerous, but with these 2 new boys for this season on that second row, we'll see what they can do. They've not won a title yet somehow. So, it's all going to be to play for, that's for sure. 495 has not won a major yet, which is unbelievable. We'll see if he can get it done tonight. On the third row, again, quite dangerous. 2 title winners, although Michael Turner in 390, also another one of the quickest guys in these cars. Unfortunately, he can't quite do every meeting in these cars, and this league, but he is always there or thereabouts when he comes along. He wins everything in sight, and he's going to be absolutely fantastic to watch from row 3. He's on the inside as well, so he's in a good place. But alongside him, the current white and yellow series champion, Jack Mearhead, the Scotsman, on alongside him. Now Jack, he's up there in the points. He's got very quick people around him, and he knows how to put the foot down, that's for sure. He can be very good. He's got a bunch of quick people around him. We'll see how he hangs up. We'll see if he can get a good start. Jack, very entertaining to watch. He loves a crash as well. Jack, obviously coming from Scotland, he is stock car mad, so you can expect him to know a few moves going into this. He'll be one to watch out for, see if he can do anything from there on the outside of row number 3. The current whites and yellows series champion does every single meet, and that's why he's so high up in the points and why he is a champion in his own right. So on row number 4, we have the Wednesday Night Saloons league owner and many other nicknames that I cannot say on stream. 527 Elliot Wise on the inside of row 4, but alongside him, real life 3000 stock car driver from Ireland, it is 127 Johnny Patterson, the Irish driver, joining him on row number 4. Those two boys really quick when they want to be. Johnny in particular, very, very good in these cars, and he's in the Rob Speak replica car, so we'll see if that does any favours for him. Unfortunately, it's not Skegness, so he won't get the buff. But, Johnny's going to be one to watch out for. Wisey, he is very quick. That is why he is the current ORCI champion. However, he enjoys a crash as well. So, we'll see how he gets on in that. If he gets taken out, maybe he'll try and throw a spanner in the works. We'll have to wait and see. But Elliot Wise, one to watch out for as well. That 4th row looking very dangerous. Then we go to row number 5. Two drivers I'm a bit unfamiliar with. However, the current Scottish champion, Josh Hampstead, another driver who has debuted this season, has been absolutely fantastic. He's a bit like his brother Aaron. He's been really up there, putting in some fantastic performances. And obviously winning the Scottish is a big thing for him. Can he add a gold roof with that Scottish flag? That is the question. Alongside him, races microstocks in real life, races junior bangers as well. I think he somewhat comes from the Windsor camp or has some sort of relation with them or is good mates with them. 657, Kenzie Pickersgill. I hope I'm saying his last name right. Kenzie. I haven't really seen him race, so I don't know what to expect from him. But obviously, if he's on that 5th row, he's put in some good performances. He's won a couple races this season, so he could throw a spanner in the works. We'll have to wait and see. Young lad, Kenzie, gonna put on a good show. Not brothers, they're cousins. Sorry about that. I asked people in the server if they're brothers, and they said yes. So, I don't know. Interesting that. But, I guess cousins then. My bad. But yeah, the Hampstead's obviously going to be ones to watch out for. But Kenzie could be interesting. Not sure what to expect from him. We'll have to wait and see. Richard Sayers, the father of Cameron Sayers. He's putting some good performance. He's gotten a couple wins this season. I mean, he's going to be one to watch out for. He might try and cause a bit of chaos if he falls a bit further back. However, on the 6th row, on the inside as well, big push from there. So, we'll have to see what happens there. Richard, very entertaining at the European meeting a few weeks ago. We'll see what we can expect from him. The 2024 European champion lost that title a few weeks ago at Cowdenbeath, but the Scotsman, he's going to want that gold roof. He's very keen for it. Jordan Clark in 668. Obviously won that European last year for a reason. He's shown very good pace elsewhere over the course of the season. We'll have to wait and see what comes from him. He's going to be really quick. He's going to be a hard charger from there. As long as he doesn't get caught up, I can see him getting up into that top 5 early doors after the first couple laps. So we'll have to see what Jordan can do. However, he is on the outside, and at Coventry, that Armco is going to be dangerous. You want to avoid that, so we'll have to wait and see. He's He's the little brother. Ah, gotcha. How come then? I asked in the server earlier if they were brothers, and they all said yes. Every last one of them said yes. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, Jordan Clark. Kane Jones on row 7 alongside Ginger Nichols in 482. Kane, he's won a couple races this season. He shows good pace every now and then, but he has some rivalries out there, which could spice this race up. We saw it at Cowdenbeath. We've seen people talk about him in the chats. Likes a crash, Kane Jones, so we'll see what happens from him. He could really liven this race up if anyone that he doesn't like gets near him, so we'll have to wait and see there. 482, however, Ginger Nichols. How good is it to see him still performing at the peak of his game, racing for so long on PC Wreckfest, winning titles still? He's been absolutely fantastic. Ginger Nichols, an absolute legend on the Wreckfest scene. We'll see how he gets on, the Irish champ. In the Sapphire, I believe he is in. Normally he's in a Sapphire. So, Ginger Nichols, the veteran, can he get a gold roof on his car in the second running of the Championship of the World in Wednesday Night Saloons? However, we go to row 8. We've got two recent champions on row number 8. Callum Smith won the British last time out. He ain't my brother. Everyone in the VC said you guys are brothers. Do not blame me. But yeah, Callum Smith won the British last time out. And also Zach Pearce won the European at Cowdenbeath a couple of weeks ago on stream. The first meeting I commentated in Wednesday Night Saloons. Won that in fine fashion despite a lot of controversy going on at the front of field. Zach drove a great race to get himself in the prime position to avoid all the carnage and take the checkered flag to win the European. Callum Smith, I didn't see what happened last week. However, he must have done well to win that British, that's for sure. So, good to see him with the British roof, the SSBL driver. Good. We'll see how those two get on. I can see them getting up towards the front early doors. They've been absolutely fantastic in recent times. So, you said they were married, Ali. I mean, who knows? Who knows, honestly? I can't say much. But yeah, no. We've got on row number 9, we have got 564, the Brisker F2 driver. He also loves a crash. He's also got a couple rivals. We'll see how he gets on. David Shearing, he can put on a good show. He's quick when he wants to be as well. David Shearing, one to watch out for as well from the back of the grid. We'll see how he gets on from there at the very back. If in doubt, he might just cause a bit of chaos. We'll have to wait and see. But alongside him, driver who I've seen put in some good performances in recent weeks, 731 Finn Tag. Now, again, not very familiar with Finn, but from what I have seen, he is pretty quick on the pace. Obviously, I think he's been a bit unlucky, got caught up in traffic, but he has won a couple races this season, so he's going to be interesting to watch from there. Will he go in with the push? You got to look at all these guys at the back of the field and think, how hard are they going to push into turn 1? And what are they going to do in the early stages? We'll have to wait and see, because they have to make their way up there. They have to try and get to the top boys at the front, so we'll have to wait and see there. Now, on row 10, we've had a driver back out, that's why there's a not racing graphic there. But on row number 10 on the inside, I'm going to butcher this so badly, because it's a Dutch name. H64, our Dutch driver, Julian Vuga. Vuga, I think. Please tell me if I'm saying that wrong. Dutch pronunciation isn't my thing, but Julian, look, let's be real. The boy is quick. We saw it at European. He was in fine form. He got a good result in the last chance qualifier. Qualified at the back of the European and made his way up there. Made his way pretty high up. And he knows how to get to the front of a field. I've often seen him at the back of the field and end up towards the front early doors. So, Julian, one to watch out for, that's for sure. And, yeah, very unpredictable driver, that's for sure. It's going to be good to see how he gets on in the World Final. But, rounding out the rest of the field, we have got the current world champion. I don't think he's done any meetings this season. However, if his national banger pace is anything to go by, he will be dangerous from that very back of the grid with the last chance qualifiers. It's 881, Nathan Cartledge, the current world champion. Look, he came into last season pretty late. He started doing a few meetings and he was cleaning up. That man, I think he swept his first meeting, got up to red pretty much instantly, went on to win. What did he win? He won the UK Championship at Skegness pretty late into the season, and then he went on to win the World Championship at Cowdenbeath. So, yeah. Old Nath, he is going to get up there quick, I think. We'll have to wait and see. He's also a veteran of the PC Wreckfest scene. He knows what he's doing. We'll see how he gets on. I'm sure he's done quite a bit of practice in the week. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, that's going to be really intriguing to see how he gets on from there, how quick he can get up towards the front, and if he can defend that gold roof, and I think become the first driver in WNS history to defend a title. So that'll be interesting to follow. So with that said, let's hop in. Let's get on Wreckfest. I believe getting the last chance qualifying server. I'm sure these guys are doing practice runs at the minute, so we'll let them do their thing. Get the controller plugged in. Oh, this is going to be amazing, man. I can't wait. Honestly, I've been buzzing for this all week. Like, I've been waiting for this, getting OBS ready, looking at the driver lists, and yeah, it's going to be so good, man. Alright, hang on. I've got to pull up. I've got to drive on keyboard onto the middle. Right, because my controller isn't plugged in, so. Right, let's get all this sorted out then. This is what happens when you're prepared, chat. Oh, lag, hello. Right. Let me know if the audio's good, chat. I've lowered the game audio down quite a bit since the last stream because people said they couldn't hear me very well. So just let me know if you can hear me alright over the cars. I get the game is quite loud, so. I mean, I've quietened down a lot. It's barely on any volume, so. Yeah, but hopefully it's all good. Let me know, please. So, drivers to watch out for in this last chance qualifier. We got quite a few. A lot of very quick drivers in this one. Let me take all these out. Hang on. Right, so drivers we're looking at in this race at the minute. So, the driver who really put on a good show at Cowdenbeath in the European, Harry Smith in 84. Harry, I believe, won his last chance qualifier and got quite high up there in the European Championship before getting taken out. So, Harry, one to watch out for in the Audi, the black number 84 machine, showing some good pace already in these practice sessions. So, we'll see how he gets on. And then we've got other drivers in here as well. So, Nick Smith's in the world final. He's just getting some laps in, some final testing in that car. 314, I've not seen this man race before. Max Barraclough. I think it's Barraclough or Barraclough. Something like that. I don't know. Max. Cool looking car. Trent Arthurton design almost. Pretty much. So, yeah, that's going to be interesting, that's for sure. See how he gets on. A couple others in here as well. We've got 350 Fitzy, Connor Hewlett. who had a good performance at Cowdenbeath a couple weeks ago. Got a couple top twos, top threes. He could be interesting in this last chance qualifier as long as he doesn't get taken out. Who else have we got in here? We've got 206 Ben Brock Ghosty. Another one who's been racing for quite some time. Normally races bangers. He's hopped in a saloon tonight. He's going to be interesting to watch for sure. He's a quick driver. He's going to be very quick. He's probably going to be up there early doors, so it's going to be fascinating there. Now, another driver who I think is going to do really well in this is Gunny 228. Am I on spectate? No, put me on spec. Up the Finn tag. We'll see how Finn does. He's quite far back, but he can do a big push. He can push people in. So, we'll see how Finn gets on from there. This will be the final practice. Watch some LCQ driver win it. Honestly, with the talent in this last chance qualifier, I can see it. You never know. I mean, they are very far back. Coventry's a difficult track to get up towards the front at, so we'll see. We'll have to see, but there are some very quick drivers in there, so it's going to be fascinating. But, hang on. I'm going to quickly turn the audio down here. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Right, so final practice session. We got some world finalists running around here trying to get some final laps in before we get underway. Another driver in here that could be interesting. The blue top, number 7 of Curtis Wilson. Got unlucky at Cowdenbeath a couple weeks ago, but we've seen before he can show a bit of pace. But obviously 228 Gunny, Blair Gunn, I think is one of the odds-on favourites in this last chance qualifier. I've seen how this man drives in other leagues. The man is on another level on pace and consistency. So he could be one to watch. 697. Now, I've not seen this man race before either. Reese Khalifa. Not seen him race before. Not sure what to expect from him. But he's a red top and he's showing good pace in this practice session at the minute. So, interesting to see. 697. Reese Khalifa going well at the moment. Ghosty, obviously, Ben Brock hunting down Wisey in 527, who's in the world final later on. Got Max Baraclough there in 314 making his way through. That's a lovely looking car. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. We've also got 710 of Cole Ramsey in here as well. Whereabouts is he? There he is. Cole Ramsey, the SSBL driver. Shows good pace. He's a very quick and consistent driver. We've seen him race in SSBL before. Quite rare we see him make a visit in the Wednesday night saloons. Hopefully we see a bit more of him next season. But Cole obviously going well at the minute in this practice session as Monkey Boy crosses the line. It's 3 wide across the line for second. Look at that. Wisey just about getting second there, making it a world finalist 1-2. So they've got their laps in. They can't do anything more now until the Championship of the World. So we'll see how they get on a bit later on. But for the time being, ladies and gentlemen, get strapped in because last chance qualifying action is about to get underway very shortly. We're going to get all the people in. We're going to get them all lined up and we will get underway very, very soon for the last chance qualifier on World Final Night. Who have we got in here? So, 212, we've got Lewis Crow in here, 212. Blair Gunn in 228. Reese Khalifa in 697. Cole Ramsey in 710. 218 of Jake Watson. He loves a crash. We saw that a couple weeks ago at Cowdenbeath. We got 350 of Connor Hewlett in here as well. Max Barraclough in 314. Ben Brock in 206. Harry Smith in 84. And Curtis Wilson in the number 7. Top 3, I believe it is, make it through to the Championship of the World at the very back of the grid. So, the last chance qualifier will be gridded in loyalty order, so what I believe what that means is drivers that turn up the most to these meetings in Wednesday night saloons, they will be lining up in side-by-side formation. So, I'm going to quickly lower my mic volume ever so slightly, just so that I don't deafen you in commentary. We wish every driver in here the very best of luck. Cheer on your favourites. Mondeo's coming out, fuck it. Yeah, man. Got the stream booted on the PlayStation with the projector. Big screen time. Get the popcorn out, that's all I'm saying. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. The second running of the Wednesday Night Saloons Championship of the World night is about to get underway very shortly. We got a good field of last chance qualifiers. Top 3, I believe it is, that make it through to the big race. We'll see how they get on. They'll be lining up in side-by-side formation in loyalty grid order, as we will follow the drivers along in this very fascinating race. 11 drivers, only 3 can make it through, as we got the Barnett replica car there, 212 of Lewis Crow. So, we'll get everyone lined up in grid formation. Monkey Boy in 390, Michael Turner, who will be in the World Final later on, will be your pace car for this last chance qualifying race. We've got Cole Ramsey trying to make his way to the front. I'm not sure what the grid order should be, so we'll see what goes on there. Here we go, Wisey's doing the grid. So, on row number 1, we've got 218 of Jake Watson, does most weeks here at Wednesday Night Saloons. He will be alongside Reese Khalifa in 697. Hello Chris Crow, welcome to the stream. And on row number 2, we've got 212 of Lewis Crow and 228 of Blair Gunn. That's a very good place for Blair Gunn, very quick as well. He's one to watch out for. On row number 3, we've got 350 of Connor Hewlett and number 7 of Curtis Wilson. They will make up row number 3. What's Connor doing? There we go. And then on row number 4, we got 84 of Harry Smith and 206 of Ben Brock. And then row number 5 will be at the back of the field, Max Barraclough and 710 of Cole Ramsey. So that's your grid. Ladies and gentlemen, the grid is being formed around the raceway. We've got 10 drivers that will try and qualify. I think it's 3 that make it through. 3 drivers, yes, we've got confirmation. 3 drivers to make it to the back of the grid of the Championship of the World. This is everyone's final opportunity to get into that big race. After this one, 3 drivers make it in, 10 drivers to duke it out. Monkey Boy sets them off. Michael Turner in the pace car. We will send them rolling for the first action of the night here at Coventry Stadium. We hope you're all going to enjoy the show. We hope you all join along and cheer the drivers on as we make our way around through turns 1 and 2. Jake Watson and Reese Khalifa make up your front row. We will follow them And we make our way down the back straight. Monkey Boy will pull off the circuit. And the hammer drops. We're away for the first action of the night in the Saloon Stock Cars Last Chance Qualifier. Reese Khalifa gets a very good start in 697. Here comes Lewis Crow in 212. Gets the bumper from Blair Gunn in 228. Blair already up to third. Making his way up to second. Early doors 4 wide at the back of the field there. Harry Smith gets punted by Max. And in goes 212. Hard into the wall there. Lewis Crow goes hard into the wall down there. But Reese Khalifa has a gap to Jake Watson in 218. Here comes 228 Blair Gunn. Blair makes his way up the inside, going into second place. Jake Watson down to third. Max Barraclough up to fourth now in 314, trying to make his way into those qualifying places. So everyone makes their way through. In goes Max with the bumper. Big hits there. Max makes his way to third, but here comes Harry Smith up the inside in 84. Max making his way around the outside. Jake Watson with the bumper. 3 wide for the final qualifying position. Here comes 218 making his move. Blair Gunn now broken away from the rest of the field, but he has to catch Reese Khalifa. It's carnage in the mid-pack. Jay Watson making his way up into third now, making his way through on the inside of Harry Smith. Curtis Wilson under fire from Connor Hewlett. In goes Cole Ramsey into the wall there, trying to take out Ben Brock. So, big moments there. Everyone makes their way through at the minute. Reese Khalifa leads the way, but Blair Gunn is chasing him down. They don't have to worry too much as they are already in qualifying places. Curtis Wilson goes around down there in car number 7. That's his hopes and dreams done for qualifying into the world final. Oh, but here comes Curtis Wilson opposite on Blair Gunn. And Cole Ramsey's gone around down there in 710. What's he doing? Cole Ramsey's got lost, and it's Reese Khalifa who now has a big gap, but Curtis Wilson has been removed from the race. Obviously no oppo allowed in stock car racing. That's a huge mistake from Curtis Wilson, but this battle for third is absolutely electric. Look at this between Harry Smith and Jake Watson. Jake puts the bumper in on Harry Smith. These guys desperately want to qualify for the world final. The top 3 make it through. Reese Khalifa leads away in 697 with 5 laps to go next time. 5 next time for Reese Khalifa. Blair Gunn trying to chase him down. Blair Gunn going great guns at the minute, gaining on him ever so slightly, but like I said earlier, they don't have to go too crazy. Here comes Harry Smith though, he's going crazy, in with the bumper on Jake Watson. Big bury in there from Cole Ramsey on Ben Brock and Max Barraclough. Big moment there, and in goes the bumper from Jake Watson on Harry Smith. Here comes Connor Hewlett, the bumper goes in from Cole Ramsey and on Ben Brock. Meanwhile, Reese Khalifa still leads the way. Blair Gunn in second. There's carnage further back. Ben Brock has been taken up by Cole Ramsey. And 2-on-2 of Lewis Crow involved as well. Ben Brock and Cole Ramsey having a dogfight down there on the home straight. Hits going in. Reese Khalifa leads the way from 228 Blair Gunn. The 2-lap board comes out on the raceway for Reese Khalifa. And now it's Connor Hewlett up to third. He's in qualification territory as Jay Watson's gone around in 218. Harry Smith in fourth. He has to go for a big move if he wants to make it into the world final. The last lap board is about to come out. I believe... Hang on, let's follow them. So, 697 leads the way. Here comes 228 with a last bend lunge, and it's going to be Reese Khalifa who wins the last chance qualifier. Second place with a last bender attempt goes the way of 228 Blair Gunn. Third place, who's it going to be? Big lunge on the final bend. Harry Smith makes it in. Harry Smith qualifies for the world final on the last bend on Connor Hewlett. Connor's going to be really upset with that. Devastated for him. But a great race there. Big hits on the infield there with Ben Brock and Cole Ramsey. And the rest come through to complete the distance on this one. Unbelievable stuff from everyone involved. And we will get them through in that one. A fantastic last chance qualifier. You know how desperate everybody was to get in. So your top three in that one that make it through to the world final. It's 697, Reece Khalifa who won, Blair Gunn in 228 in second, and Harry Smith in 84 is the last man to qualify for the championship of the world. This is going to be absolute pandemonium. We've got some of the best on PC Wreckfest in this lobby. It's going to be hard and fast. So ladies and gentlemen, cheer on your favourites, cheer on your drivers. This is going to be something special as we will get all the preparations sorted out now, as the cars will make their way on track for the championship of the world. I will now run you through the rest of the grid for this big race. Hang on 1 second. So, ladies and gentlemen, the time has come. The time has come. It's the Saloon Stock Car Championship of the World for Wednesday Night Saloons. And I'm now about to run you through your runners and riders in this one. So, at the back of the grid, we have got Harry Smith in 84. He qualified for the European Championship via the last chance qualifier last time out. We've also got Blair Gunn in 228, who is another veteran of the Wreckfest scene, who is at the back of the grid along with them, and along with them as well, 697, Reece Khalifa. Now, as we run through the world finalists that had already qualified, at the back of the grid, 881, your world champion trying to defend it, 881, Nathan Cartledge, your 2024 world and UK champion, is at the back of the grid. With him, H64 of Julian Vuga, the Dutchman, the lone Dutch driver. With him, won one final this year and has done 8 meetings. He's put on a fantastic show over the course of the season. Then we've got 731 Finn Tag, 2 heat wins and 1 final win this season. He's good on the tarmac, which might be a problem tonight because we're around Coventry. So we'll have to see what happens with that. So, along with Finn, we've got 564 British Brisker F2 stock car driver of David Shearing. He's got 1 heat win over the course of this season. He enjoys a crash, so he could be one to watch out for in this race, that is for certain. With David, we got the new European champion, won it a couple weeks ago. It's Zach Pearce in 209. He's been absolutely dominant in the 6 meetings that he's done. Then we have Callum Smith, your newly crowned British champion, towards the middle of the pack. Then we've got 482 Ginger Nichols, the veteran, the Irish champion. Then we've got Kane Jones in 418. Then we've got the former European champion, 668 Jordan Clark, the Scotsman. Then we've got Richard Sayers in 981. Mr. Consistent, as he's known. 657 Kenzie Pickersgill with 6 heat wins over the course of this season. He's going to be one to watch out for, that is for sure. Up next, is 4:05 Josh Hampstead, another driver who came in this season and has been absolutely unbelievable. He's won a lot this season, 2025 Scottish champ. He's going to be absolutely fantastic to watch in this. Johnny Patterson, the Irish driver, 8 heat wins, 3 final wins, and your 2025 national champ. Then we have the league owner and your ORCI champ from last year, 527, Elliot Wise. Then we have the white and yellow champ, 28, the Scotsman, Jack Mearhead, who has 6 heat wins over the course of this season, has been absolutely unreal. 390, Michael Turner, the UK champ. Hang on one sec, my mouse is playing up. So, along with Michael Turner, your 2024 national champ and 2025 UK champ, he's got 2 final wins this season. Can he add a gold roof to that car? Another driver who came in this season, 495, Aaron Hampstead, 8 heat wins, 2 final wins. He is one of the best in the business now after an unbelievable season just come in this year as well. The Hampstead boys are absolutely loving life in Wednesday night saloons. 402, Cameron Sayers, who has had another absolutely fantastic season. 4 heat wins, 1 final win. He's come very close to winning a couple titles this season. Can he finally win one this season and strike gold in 2025? That is the question. And the odds-on favourite, everyone has been saying this man is going to win, or at least be up there in the mix. On the front row, the most successful driver in Wednesday Night Saloon's history, it's Billy Hopkin in car number 15. The 2024 English, World of Shale, British and national points champion, along with being the 2025 Dutch and English champion as well. One of the best to ever do it. And then your pole sitter, 573, Nick Smith. How on earth this man has not won a title yet is beyond me. But he has had an unreal season, leading the points at the minute by quite a comfortable margin. He is going to be absolutely epic in this one. We'll have to see how he gets on. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is your runners and riders for the World Championship. The grid is being formed as we are about to set them off into battle over 30 grueling laps. Ladies and gentlemen, strap in, get yourselves ready, for this is the 2025 Wednesday Night Saloons Championship of the World. We're just waiting for the last chance qualifying drivers to get into their positions. Nick Smith, Billy Hopkin, round out your front row. They're all in position. Wednesday Night Saloons proudly presents the 2025 Saloon Stock Car Championship of the World. They roll around on their rolling lap. Nick Smith, Billy Hopkin, who can make the breakaway in this Championship of the World? 23 of the best in the business making their way round. Billy Hopkin on the outside. What can he do from there? People are getting keen already. Goodness me. And here we go, the hammer drops, we're away, Saloon Stock Car Championship of the World time. It's a good start from Nick Smith. They are nose to nose going down the home straight, into 1 and 2, the bumper goes in, Numbnuts goes around in 402. We're away as everyone makes their way through a surprisingly clean start. Action at the back of the field, they're almost going 5 wide down there. Huge hit to the tyres for Callum Smith in 670. On the nose of Blair Gunn, on top of his bonnet. In goes the bumper from Jordan Clark in 668. On Aaron Hampstead in 495. Billy Hopkin leads the way from Nick Smith in 573. Elliot Wise up to third in 527. What a start from him from row number 6 on the grid. He's making moves as Jordan Clark up to fourth. I believe he was from row 6 or 5, anyway, around that sort of region. Oh, Monkey Boy being held up there. The bumper goes in. Michael Turner being held up. Ginger goes around in 482. Huge hits there, and in goes Harry Smith into the tyre. So, Billy Hopkins leads the way, still the top two breaking away, but now they're finding lap traffic. Around goes Jack Mearhead in 28. Billy Hopkins leads the way from Nick Smith in 5.73, then it's 5.27 Wisey, then it's Jordan Clark in 6.68, Josh Hampstead 5th in 4.05. Jack Mearhead trying to find the time to rejoin. In goes Richie through the front wheel of him down there. Blair Gunn held up once again in 2.28. He's had a miserable start to his World Final campaign. So the bumpers going in, absolutely fantastic. Nick Smith finding his way through lap traffic, right on the back of Billy Hopkins. He's playing this safe at the minute, I believe. But here we go, he's making moves, he's trying to keep with him. Billy's being held up by Harry Smith in 84, the last chance qualifier. Everyone makes their way through. In goes the bumper for Billy. Here comes Nick Smith. The bumper almost open. Nick tried to find it. Oh, there's carnage in front of the leaders. Nick gets held up. Callum Smith into the tyre. Callum gets wound out. Billy Hopkins has a bit of breathing room, but Harry Smith there in 84. Harry into the tyre. Nick gets held up. Jordan Clark gets held up. So does Wisey. And Josh Hampstead makes moves. Up to third goes Josh. Billy Hopkins, Nick Smith, Josh Hampstead, Jordan Clark, Jordan Patterson up to 5th. Here comes Jordan making his way into 4th now on the inside of Jordan Clark. Here comes Finn Tagg. Oh no, Finn's a lap down. Sorry about that. So at the minute, Billy Hopkins now breaking away ever so slightly. Ginger in 4.82, a back marker got taken out early doors. Billy Hopkins leads the way. Then it's 5.73, Nick Smith. Then it's Josh Hampstead in 4.05. Jordan Patterson runs in 4th. Jordan Clark 5th. Wisey 6th. Numbnuts Jr. 7th. And Michael Turner there as well in 3.90 in 8th place after a miserable start. Meanwhile, Billy Hopkins leads the way, still growing the gap a little bit to Nick Smith. However, back markers back into play for the race leaders. There's action on the front straight as well as Nathan Cartledge not had much luck in this one, but he trying to make some ground. It's not going well for him though as everyone makes their way through. Billy Hopkins, it looks like Nick Smith might be catching him ever so slightly. The gap has remained pretty much the same. Oh, big hits there. Reese Khalifa on the back of Kane Jones. And we told you Kane would get in mischief. Callum Smith and David Shearing going to battle there as well. In goes Kane Jones on the back of 5.64 David Shearing. So we are now halfway through in the World Final. Billy Hopkins still running very, very well in this. And Callum Smith has been booted by the gods of Saloon stock car racing. Nick Smith in second. He's closing the gap ever so slightly to Billy Hopkins. Josh Hampstead being caught up by Ginger Nichols. Hampstead gets spun around by Nichols. And that promotes Jordan Clark up to third. Jordan Patterson in 4th now in 1.27. 5th place is Numbnuts Jr. 4.02. Cameron Sayers. Then it's 3.90 of Michael Turner. Wisey in 7th. So at the moment the top two have broken away and it looks like they're in pretty safe territory now. They're making their way through down the back straight into 3 and 4. The gap has stayed exactly the same as it has done the last few laps. Nick Smith pretty much identical on pace. Big hits there. Harry Smith and David Shearing go hard into the wall down there on turns 1 and 2. Goodness me, this has been lively indeed. 21 people watching. We hope you're enjoying this. This has been fantastic as the race leaders make their way through. Once again, 10 laps to go on circuit for Billy Hopkins in number 15. Billy Hopkins in amongst lap traffic. 4 wide and the leader's in it. What's going to happen? Here comes Nick Smith. He's going to try and make moves. Hopkins has been held up a treat. But Nick Smith... Sorry about that, I lisped. What was that? Billy Hopkins now breaking away again as Nick Smith has also been held up a little bit. Here comes the bumper on Nick Smith. Nick's been held up by the back markers. And Jordan Patterson now up to third in 1.27. Hopkins now in great position now. Race leader, big hit there. 8.81. Cartledge goes into the wall. His title defence is over. Who can win it? It might be between Billy Hopkins and Nick Smith unless something drastic happens in these closing laps. Julian Vuga rejoins unsafely a little bit there on Nick Smith in 5.73, but he manages to keep him going. Nick Smith just about held on. Meanwhile, 2025 next time on the raceway for Billy Hopkin. In goes Zach Pearce on the back of Blair Gunn. Billy Hopkin past the back markers. Billy making his way through into 1 and 2. The bumper goes in. Hopkin gets a hit, but Blair Gunn runs in. Zach Pearce, the European champion. Nick Smith in second place, chasing Billy down as hard as he possibly can. Hopkin now with a few laps to go, free to go next time on the raceway. Can Billy Hopkin win the biggest race of his career? He's won so much in this league. What can he do in these closing laps? Back markers being a threat once again. Nick Smith trying to gain the gap. Hopkin getting held up a little bit there by Nathan Cartledge in 881. But Billy through 1 and 2, about to take the 2-lap board on the raceway. Nick has closed up again, but he's got bank markers in his way. 881 Cartledge with the bumper on Nick Smith. Oh, sorry, not on Nick Smith, on Billy. Side by side for the lead on the penultimate lap. Last lap board is out. Nick Smith leads the way. They are not letting any of them. Oh, Nick Smith gets put in the tyre. Nick Smith is gone, and Billy Hopkin, round the final corner, is about to become a Wednesday Night Saloon World Champion. Billy Hopkin wins the world final. He put Nick Smith in the tyre. He did not want any sort of threat on that last lap. Put him in the tyre and took gold in 2025. Runner-up was Jordan Clark in 668. Then it's Michael Turner in 390. And my voice is gone already. Unbelievable. Billy Hopkin, arguably the greatest driver in Wednesday Night Saloon history, has finally got a world title to his name. What a drive, faultless from the word go. Billy Hopkin is your 2025 Wednesday Night Saloon World Champion. We'll get the rest across the line. And we will go Reds Mr. Starter. My voice is gone. I don't know if you could hear that. I think you can. Billy Hopkin is a Saloon Stock Car World Champion. What a drive from him. From the word go, he made all the right moves. Nick Smith gave him one hell of a race. Kept with him pretty much the whole time until he made that vital move on the last lap going into 1 and 2, putting Nick Smith into the tyre. You just gotta be careful with situations like that. No, it's a world final. You got to do everything you can to win it. Nick was in prime position on that inside line going into turn 1, and Billy just had to dispose of him. Great racing from those two. Absolutely fantastic. And that's not it. We've got races to come. So strap in. We've got heats. We've got all sorts coming up yet. So got plenty of action yet to come. Hey Riley, welcome to the stream. You've missed... my voice is gone. It's all the saliva after that, man. Oh, man. I think we're good now. I think we're good. The voice is coming back somewhat. Big race there as the last chance qualifier in the world final. Proving to be absolutely fantastic. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. 17 of you watching. I did see we had about 22 of you in here at one point. Thank you so much for tuning in. We've still got action to come yet. We've still got heats. We've got all sorts of stuff. Mate, I CBA right now. I wish I watched this instead of that embarrassing shit. Was it a Man United game? Yeah, that was awesome. That last chance qualifier in that world final, unreal. That was absolutely phenomenal. 22 people in the stream once again. Hello everyone. Welcome on in. Let's get some music on for a little bit whilst we're on this little delay. I think we're just getting some final votes in before we get underway with the next action in the Saloon stock cars. We'll get some music on and we will be back very, very shortly indeed. What can we put on?
I don't wanna see you while you fall apart. Even though you told me to get back your heart, I still spin inside your orbit. Yeah. You say that I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, 'cause I'm floating in your orbit. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space, just my luck. Put me away, you understand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back, take my hand, come on, name, you understand, I wanna stay. 'Cause I don't wanna walk away.
Oh!
'Cause I don't wanna walk away.
Well, now you can tune into some stock car racing. We've still got a bunch of heats yet to do. I think we got a final as well. Well, I'll just double check.
Even though you told me to get back your heart, still spinning inside your orbit. I should probably start to walk away. I'm hoping that you stop and make me have to stay, 'cause I'm floating in your orbit.
Oh man.
Pull me back, take my hand, come on, name, you understand, I wanna stay. 'Cause I don't wanna walk away. Yeah, I'm stuck in your space, just my luck. Put me away, you understand. There's nothing left to say. Pull me back.
Yo, Hunter, welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well, mate. You have missed out on an absolute treat. You've just missed out on two unbelievable races. We've still got plenty of racing to come yet. But we've just had the last chance qualifier for the World Final and the World Final. Both incredible races. Came down to the last lap in the World Final. A great drive from Billy Hopkin once again. Big congratulations to Billy. Well deserved. One of the best to ever do it in Wednesday night saloons. You would have got a few quid if you betted on Grimsby to win. Oh yeah. I bet people are loving life right now who betted on them.
Seeing monsters out your window. No, you can't sleep. You pretend though. You don't have to play the hero. 'Cause I got you like you got me. When the earth shakes, when the bombs scream, until our last breath, every heartbeat.
Hey, I'm not a football fan, so I can't. I mean, I don't know. We're just getting some suggestions in for next year's World Final, see what tracks we want, and then we'll get underway once again. Got plenty of racing still to come. We have got... What have we got? Okay, so we've got 3 heats, I believe, to round off the night. Never really liked Grimsby, to be honest. Don't think anyone knows what Grimsby is. A lot of people voting Not Kill. That could be very interesting next year. Not Kill World Final. Get a good race round Not Kill. I mean, our football was pretty shit as well, TM, so don't worry. I can't watch football, man. Puts me to sleep. Next, World Final next year at Ipswich. Oh. Ipswich World Final, dear God. That's going to be interesting. Right. I think we'll be underway very shortly, so... Kane Jones has quit. Interesting. No more rivalries then. Ah, who are my kin? There's going to be plenty of rivalries. So, next year, Billy Hopkin will try and defend the title at Vauxhall Stadium. That's going to be a good race. So, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to get underway once again. This is heat number 1 for the Saloons. We've had 2 races. We've had the last chance qualifier in the World Final, but now we're going to have some heats. I don't know if we're going to have a final at the end of this. I don't think we will, but because it didn't say so on the thing. But if you are unfamiliar with how stock car racing works, these guys run in graded order. So what they're going to do is... Oh. Is it? Oh, wait. Hang on. Does it go on green? Yeah, it's go on green. Okay, never mind. What I was going to say doesn't apply. So, bumpers going in already. Goodness me. Richie goes around down there in 981. So does Julian Vugel in H64. Numbnuts goes around down there on turns 3 and 4 as well. So, Jordan Clark leads the way in 668. Then it's 697. Reese Khalifa. Khalifa buries Jordan Clark. And I'm sure Jordan's going to remember that. Big hits there. Meanwhile, Jordan Patterson up to second. Blair Gunn third. In goes the bumper from Zach Pearson. Michael Turner. Michael making his way up early doors in this one in 390. Here comes Reese Khalifa coming back in 697. Oh, sorry, no, 657. My bad, that's Kenzie. In goes big hits there. Patterson's been taken around. So has Monkey Boy and Numbnuts Jr. Jordan Clark caught up. Zach Pierce. Nick Smith. Nathan Cartledge as well caught up in that. So, big moments there. Around goes Finn Tag in 731. Aaron Hampstead goes around as well in 495. Huge hits going in. Bumpers flying. Julian with a 4-5 wide into turns 1 and 2 at the back of the field. Reese Khalifa leads the way in 697 from 2 to 8. Blair Gunn. Then it's Billy Hopkin, the new world champion in number 15. Here comes Wisey on the inside for third. Making his way through as here comes 657 of Kenzie Pickersgill. Ginger Nichols there as well. He spins round 657 Kenzie. Fintag gets caught up with Kenzie as well. And goes Richard Sayers on the back wheel of 657 Kenzie. Big hits there. Oh, Nathan Carl. Oh, huge hit from Numbnuts Jr. on David Shearing. In goes Richard Smith. Not Smith, sorry, Sayers. Richard Sayers. I'm getting the names wrong. I need to learn. Blair Gunn takes out Zach Pierce there despite running in second. The rivalries are really coming out. I don't think anybody cares. Now as Michael Turner gets spun around there by Richard Sayers in 981. Bumpers going in aplenty. Oh, there's action on 1 and 2 once again. Jordan Clark and Zach Pierce go around. So does Wisey. But at the minute, it's 697. Reese Khalifa leading the way. Saloon bangers. That's what this is. Jordan Patterson. Oh, big hit there. Zach Pierce and Wisey go up in the air as they hit the Armco on 3 and 4. In goes Jordan Patterson on the back of Wisey. David shearing through the front wheel of Zach Pierce. Where on earth is Reese Khalifa? I've lost him. There's so much carnage, you don't know where anyone is. There's Reese. He's in the danger zone. Billy Hopkin leads the way now in car number 15. Oh, huge hits there. Zach Pierce. Richard Sayers in as well. Numbnuts Jr. on the back of Johnny Patterson. I've been calling him Jordan all this time, my bad. And then oh my goodness me. Big hits there. Zach Pierce on Jordan Clark. It's Saloon bangers. Big hits going in, left, right and centre. Big hits there. Reese Khalifa now leads the way once again. Then it's Ginger Nichols in 482. Then it's Harry Smith in 84. We're going to ride with Reese Khalifa. Whereabouts is he? There he is. He's on his penultimate lap and he spins around Finn Tag, and Ginger Nichols now takes up the lead in 482. Big hits on the home straight. Nathan Cartledge gets involved. David Shearing in 564. Jordan Clark trying to get back up and running again. Ginger Nichols on his last lap of the raceway. Ginger Nichols leads the way. Hampstead goes into the wall down there in 495. Oh, big hit there from Zach Pierce on Jordan. Oh, Johnny Patterson. God, I need to stop saying Jordan. And Ginger Nichols takes the win in heat number 1 for the Saloons. And in goes more hits there. Reese Khalifa on the back of Numbnuts Jr. Second place goes to Harry Smith. Third goes to Blair Gunn in 228. Then it's Josh Hampstead in 405. Then it's Reese Khalifa. And the rest come through to complete the distance. That race was so hard to follow. Goodness me. That was just carnage. There's just carnage everywhere. Like, I apologise if I'm like Fox Sports at the minute, but Christ. Just cars going everywhere. Wisey! Huge hit there on Zach Pierce and Julian Vuga. Oh no, and there's a Jackie train on 1 and 2. Wisey gets run into Zach Pierce by Johnny Patterson. And the rest come through to complete the distance in heat number 1. And we will go Reds, Mr. Starter. We go Reds on the craziest race of all time. Well then, I hope you guys got your money's worth. Heat 2 will also be go on green. Get these heats out of the way. One more time around. Welcome, Bud, to the stream. I hope you're doing well. Welcome, everybody. Whether you're from the Wednesday Night Saloon server, whether you're a friend of mine, or whether you're from the Bacon Shop, welcome in. Thank you all for tuning in. We've got a couple races left to go here on World Final Night. And they are going to be just absolute pandemonium if that's what that heat was like. Haven't even seen the start of it yet. Obviously, it's now pretty much the end of the season for the Saloon, so everyone's just putting in their best shots on camera. It's go on green once again. Ladies and gentlemen, let the carnage commence. Reese Khalifa and Zach Pierce lead them off into 1 and 2. It's not going to last long. Here comes Jordan Clark with the bumper. Oh my goodness me, 5 wide. In goes the hits there. Nathan Cartledge goes around in 881. Billy Hopkin involved. Wisey and Richard Sayers. In goes hits there by Zach Pierce on Jordan Clark. Reese Khalifa goes around in 697. But it's 657 of Kenzie Pickersgill who leads the way from 390. Michael Turner, the bumper goes in. Zach Pierce gets it from Reese Khalifa in 697. And around goes 657, courtesy of Michael Turner. So now it's Hampstead who leads in 405. Josh Hampstead, Johnny Patterson runs in Cartledge, and in goes Numbnuts. Big hit on the back of 881. Oh my god! Harry Smith gets ran into Nathan Cartledge, and in goes Hopkin, Monkey Boy, and Kenzie Pickersgill. Big hits there as Josh Hampstead leads the way, the Scottish champion in 4:05. Then it's the Scotsman himself, Jordan Clark, in 6:68. Then it's Julian Vuga, the Dutchman, in third. In goes Johnny Patterson, the Irishman. Got so many different nations up here at the front. We've got 4 nations in the top 4. And in goes the bumper. Oh, Harry Smith has been destroyed. And in goes Billy Hopkin and Numbnuts. Wisey on the back of Numbnuts. Zach Pearce, Reece Khalifa. Goodness me, it's carnage. Look at this. This is absolutely phenomenal. In goes the bumper from Jack Mearhead and Aaron Hampstead. And around goes Ginger Nichols in 4:82. What on earth? How has Kenzie got there? Richard Sayers is outside the track. He's in the pits and he's landed on Jack Mearhead's bonnet. And there's action on 3 and 4. In goes the Berry and a pile up on 3 and 4. Big hits there. In goes Wisey on the back of Harry, and on the nose of Ginger. In goes Monkey Boy. On the back of David Shearing, chucks Monkey Boy over the Armco. In goes a huge hit from Zach Pearce in 2:09. Nathan Cartledge, the former world champ, Jack Mearhead, Billy Hopkin, Reece Khalifa, Kenzie Pickersgill. In goes Richard Sayers, Wisey as well. The voice cracks are coming out. Oh no. Oh, and Zach Pearce has absolutely annihilated Michael Turner. David Shearing rejoins. In goes Wisey, Kenzie and Johnny Patterson. In goes Billy Hopkin into the pile. Oh no. Harry Smith and Ginger Nichols have lost the track. In goes the bumper from Wisey on Johnny Patterson. Nathan Cartledge on the nose. In goes Reece Khalifa. And in goes David Shearing. Zach Pearce goes in. Here comes Sayers. Airtime on 3 and 4. And in goes Ginger. Oh my god! Look at this! How do you commentate this? What do you do at this point? They're all going in. Oh no. Oh goodness me. Nathan Cartledge, wise man. Who else wants it? Who else wants it? In goes Kenzie and Hampstead. Oh, that is the bollocks. That is the mutts nuts. That was unbelievable. And Sayers, Richard Sayers. In goes Hopkins. Wisey, it's happening again. It doesn't stop. Blair Gunn on the back. Oh, Julian Vuga on Wisey, and in goes Michael Turner. And in goes Johnny Patterson, Mearhead in there. And in goes Reece Khalifa. Here comes Aaron Hampstead on Numbnuts Jr. Nathan Cartledge destroys Johnny Patterson. Nick Smith in on the back. I don't think anyone cares who's leading now. Oh man! And in goes Jack Mearhead on Richard Sayers again. And Jack Mearhead trying to rejoin. Oh no. Kenzie's stuck there. Oh, in goes a huge hit from Zach Pearce in 2:09. And Blair Gunn wins it. Nick Smith second, Finn Tag third. And oh, Michael Turner and David Shearing in on Numbnuts Jr. Jack Mearhead and Julian Vuga, Richard Sayers. Oh my god. So, ladies and gentlemen watching the stream that's new to this, they're not normally like this. It's because it's towards the end of the season, it's just anything goes in these heats. They're just blowing off some steam, and Harry Smith decimates Michael Turner. Ginger Nichols on Harry Smith. In goes Kenzie Pickersgill. And then goes Jack Mearhead to finish it off. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't care if it's a virtual chat. I want hands together for everyone. Put your hands together for these drivers, because that was the mutts nuts. That was incredible. And now, the World Final Revenge Race. Back to full rules. So we won't get anything like that, I don't think. That was bloody brilliant. Yeah, that was unreal. Unbelievable stuff. Are you not entertained? 20 laps, World Final Revenge. I believe this is the last race of the night. We will line up in formation. Wisey will come up with a grid. And we will declare who will be the winner of the World Final Revenge. It's not a major title, it's just a fun race. Try and get a big win on your name. It's not going to put a grade on your roof or anything, but it will be good to win. These drivers all want to win it. It will be good to see. It will be a good race, I'm sure, now that these boys have got their crashing out of their systems. That was epic. So, one more to go, I believe. Last one of the night. World Final Revenge for the Saloons. Wisely will line them up on turns 1 and 2, and we will get them gridded up in a specific formation. So, here we go, the grid for the World Final Revenge. It is going to be, well, people are crashing already. Monkey Boy and 402 of Cameron Sayers. Nathan Cartledge, the former world champion, will ride alongside H64 Julian Vuga. On row number 2, we got 731 Finn Tagg and 564 David Shearing. We'll wait for the rest to come around. On row number 3, it'll be 209. Hang on, I think, oh yeah, Nathan's gone. Nathan Cartledge is out of here. So, David Shearing and Julian Vuga make up row number 1. On row number 2, it'll be 731 Finn Tagg. And what looks like to be 209 of Zach Pearce. And it'll be Ginger Nichols in 482 and 668 Jordan Clark. Then we've got Richard Sayers in 981 with Josh Hamstead in 405, the Briscoe Formula 2 driver. There's 2 Briscoe Formula 2 drivers on this grid. And then there's also 657 of Kenzie Pickersgill. Jordan Patterson, Johnny Patterson. I keep calling you Johnny. I am so sorry. I keep calling you Jordan. I am so sorry. Michael Turner making his way round in 390. So we'll get the grid sorted out. There's obviously a couple people that have left before this race, so the grid's a bit different. So we'll get them round. We hope you've enjoyed the show, guys. This was, I believe, the last one of the evening. So we hope you have enjoyed the stream. Stick around for this one, though. This is going to be a great race. Just because it's full rules once again doesn't mean it's not going to be carnage. So, it's a clutch start. Wisey will give us a time to go green. We're going to follow the front runners. 564 David Shearing, and we are away for the World Final Revenge, and David Shearing has got the best start of his life. Julian Vuga gets sent out wide. Finn Tagg goes around in 731. Oh my goodness me, they're all piling in. I told you it would still be carnage. Huge hits there as Kenzie spun around. So is Josh Hampstead. Bumpers going in there from Zach Pearce. Meanwhile, David Shearing leads away in 5.64 from Julian Vuger in H64. Then it's Michael Turner in 3.90 from Johnny Patterson in 1.27. Wisey in 5th in 5.27. Action towards the back of the field. In goes the bumpers. Oh, Zach Pearce and Harry Smith hit the wall hard there. Josh Hampstead, Ginger Nichols and Richard Sayers all going hard. Julian Vuger right on the back of the race leader once again. Going into 3 and 4. Down the home straight once again. David Shearing still leads from Julian Vuger, who's chasing him down. Julian, I told you guys earlier in the stream, Julian, despite being a blue top, is very, very quick. Zach Pearce runs in. Julian hard as the wall. Zach hits the Armco. Johnny Patterson now making his way up into 3rd. Going for 2nd. Here comes Wisey with the bumper, making it 3 wide for 2nd. Here comes Aaron Hampstead in 4.95. Haven't spoken for him much tonight, but he's now making his way through. Here comes Michael Turner. Julian Vuger into the wall down there. On turns 3 and 4. Oh, Reese with a big hit there on Julian Vuger, and around goes Zach Pearce into the wall. Billy Hopkin caught up in car number 15. So 5.64, David Shearing breaking a gap now. Oh, Monkey Boy goes around in 3.90. Wisey decimates Zach Pearce in 2.09. Ginger Nichols into the Armco down here on the home straight. It's Johnny Patterson in 2nd, trying to catch the hard charging David Shearing in 5.64. Zach Pearce has quit now. Oh, Julian runs in. Harry Smith. In goes Reese Khalifa on the back. And oh my goodness me, Michael Turner runs in. Kenzie Pickersgill, Jordan Clark. And I believe that was Wisey as well in 5.27. Indeed it was. So 5.64, David Shearing leads from Johnny Patterson in 1.27. Then it's Finn Tagg a long way back in 7.31. Then it's 2.28, Blair Gunn. In goes Josh Hampstead on 4.02, Cameron Sayers. So we are halfway through now in this one for the World Final Revenge. And it's David Shearing going great guns in 5.64. Probably the race of his life, this. Oh, big hits there. Wiseman decimates Richard Sayers. In goes Josh Hampstead on Numbnuts and Michael Turner on Billy Hopkin. Oh, Numbnuts hard into Satire and Kenzie in on the back. So, big moments there. Numbnuts Jr. rejoining the action in this one. Johnny Patterson avoiding action. In goes the bumper from Reese Khalifa. Richard Sayers on the back of Reese. In goes Harry Smith in 84. Big hits there. Michael Turner slows down Jack Mearhead, the Scotsman, in 28. Oh my goodness me. It's just carnage everywhere you look. And in goes Johnny Patterson getting ran into the back of Billy Hopkin. Big moment there. Nick Smith up to 2nd. Oh no, Finn Tagg up to 2nd. Blair Gunn and Nick Smith right behind him. Johnny Patterson there. You can throw 2nd to 5th underneath a blanket over here. Jordan Clark watching this all oh no, he's not. He's miles back. Goodness me, it's just carnage everywhere you look. I know I keep saying it. I'm like a broken record, but it's just, I'm saying what I see. And Johnny Patterson is being ran into the back of Josh Hampstead in 4.05. Blair Gunn up to 2nd now in 2.28. Oh, Harry Smith in on Numbnuts. Ginger Nichols, Billy Hopkins. I think the rules have gone out the window again, Wisey. Goodness me. David Shearing leads the way with almost 4 to go. In goes Reese Khalifa. Reese buries in David Shearing. And around goes Blair Gunn, and Nick Smith now leads. Nick Smith leads in 5.73 from 5.64. David Shearing. Numbnuts is over the wall. So is Johnny Patterson. Aaron Hampstead has taken some hard hits there in 4.95 as well. Michael Turner rejoins. So it's Nick Smith who leads the way from 5.64. David Shearing, who's now being held up by Jack Mearhead and Kenzie Pickersgill. Oh no. So everyone makes their way through. Only a few laps to go now. Nick Smith taking the 2-lap board on the raceway, passing Billy Hopkin. Is Billy going to do anything? It is World Final Revenge. I say revenge, it was Billy that took out Nick in the World Final, and he's just done it again. David Shearing leads in 5.64 once again. Johnny Patterson's now a lap down, so it's Jordan Clark in 2nd, who is a long way back, and he's in that big scrap with everyone else. Blair Gunn going for 3rd. Look at this. Oh my. And Blair Gunn has just been held up a treat. Nick Smith making his way up to third, but it's going to be David Shearing who gives belt to us in the last race of the night. He takes the World Final revenge. Jordan Clark in second in 668. Then it's Nick Smith. Then it's Blair Gunn. Finn Tagg rounds out your top 5. Oh my god, and the bumpers are still flying. Ginger Nichols is on a rampage. Billy Hopkinen on the back of Ginger. And Michael Turner rejoins in 390. Oh my goodness me. And in goes Harry Smith on Jack Mearhead. The violence doesn't stop, and Numbnuts proves that point. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I think we can all say... Oh, in goes Richard Sayers on Billy Hopkins. Ladies and gentlemen, I think we can say it. That was World Final Night 2025. Unreal stuff. And that is just... I have no words. Unbelievable stuff. Ladies and gentlemen. Ah, Leoma, you've joined at the worst time. The meeting's just ended. Unbelievable night from every single driver there. And I hope everyone that's raced tonight, including the people that took part in the last chance, really pat themselves on the back tonight, because that was unbelievable. Probably the best PC meeting I have ever seen anywhere. Anywhere. That was incredible. Ladies and gentlemen, that is World Final Night 2025. We congratulate Billy Hopkin on winning the World Final, adding a 7th major title to his career. And we also congratulate David Shearing for winning the World Final revenge at the end of that one. A good drive from David. We thank you all for joining the stream. We still got some bits to talk about, I imagine. We're going to see if there's any behind the scenes stuff that goes on real quick before we round up. But, oh my goodness me, man. That was just insane. Last chance qualifier was a good race. The World Final was absolutely insane. Bumpers flying left and right. A great race between Nick Smith and Billy Hopkin. Unlucky for Nick, but a well-timed move for Billy. He had to do what he did to get that win and solidify winning the Gold Roof and winning the World Final, adding the biggest title to an already stacked roof on that car. So, right, is there anything else going on in Wednesday Night Saloons? Oh my goodness me. So, I think that's just about going to round it up, ladies and gentlemen. That is it for Wednesday Night Saloons Championship of the World Night 2025. We thank you all for tuning in. Thank you so much for joining. It's probably the most viewers I've ever had on one of these live streams on this channel. I hope you enjoyed it. Everyone else in here hopes you enjoyed it in Wednesday Night Saloons. And we will be back again at some point for another meeting, because that was incredible. So, with that said, thank you all for watching, and I will see you guys very soon for another night of racing here on the Arley YouTube channel. Good night.